Alright there guys, welcome back to another video. Back at it again at Danz. Figured I'd get out here real quick and do a quick vlog so I can get the hood tour episode done, because I'm doing episode 5 of season 5. So you know, it's not going to be a real big episode because I ain't going to have that long of a time to upload it, which I may, but I want to get it saved too if I can. But I don't know, whatever. But anyway, guys, happy Halloween. I gotta work tonight, which whatever, I don't care. Halloween's a shit holiday for me now anyway, being that I'm an adult. You know, only holidays I really care about is the 4th of July, because we go camping then. Thanksgiving, because we spend time with family then. And Christmas, because we spend time with family then too. Which the only ones I don't really spend time with is my uncle, which is my mom's brother. Well, a lot of my aunts and uncles, because they either live in different cities or towns or in different states. You know, that's at least on my mom's side. You know, I got uncles that live, you know, in different cities or towns, you know, or they don't do nothing family-wise. I got uncles, you know, aunts that live. I got an aunt on my mom's side, one of my grandmother's sisters. I'm talking on my mom's side here right now, that lives in Arizona. And then I got an uncle on my dad's side for sure that lives in, you know, down in Illinois, you know, in one of the Chicago suburbs. You know, it's still Chicago, but he lives in, like, you know, so like Alloway is like a suburb of Green Bay, or Bellevue is a suburb of Green Bay. You know, what a suburb is like a smaller town off of a bigger city. You know, because Green Bay, I think it's got like little over 104,000, I think, roughly. I'm just roughly guessing here. I don't know the exact number. So you know, Bellevue is going to be a smaller town or village in a way, you know, with only like 60-some thousand, let's say. But, you know, I don't know. Every number that I put out there, you know, when I vlog, is just something I don't know the exact number. I'm just using it for the video just to help prove a point. So, then my grandparents and my mom's side, we don't really do nothing with holiday-wise anymore, because they don't, you know, they kind of just tend to themselves. And plus, with them getting older, it's, you know, oh yeah, that's right, they don't got school today, so I don't have to worry about being out. So, I completely forgot they're off of school today because of Halloween. So, you know, I gotta work tonight, which I don't care. I don't have to deal with the fucking dogs, so. You know, I don't care, because I was asked, I think a week or two ago, way before this week's schedule got put out. Like, hey, you'd be okay if, you know, you work this week, you know, Friday, day of Halloween, which is today. I was like, yeah, why? Because then I was explaining Waylon, the main closer, put in to have off so that he could take his kids trick-or-treating. And I said, yeah, let him. You know, I'm like, yeah, let him go. That's fine. You know, it's not that I would be able to do anything anyway, but I was like, yeah, that's fine. Let me, you know, I'll work it, let Waylon go. And Waylon's a really cool guy. He's down to earth. Yeah, he's, you know, and I'm not saying this as a bad thing. Waylon is on the goofy side, but that's, for good. He's fun to work with when he's having a goofy day. You know, when he's in a good mood and joking around. You know, that makes shit, makes your, day go by faster and be a little more fun. So I was just about ready to come out yesterday to do. Hang on, I want to make sure I got both batteries yet. I don't want to lose a fucking almost $40 battery. I just fucking spent $110, almost $111 yesterday. Like it's nothing. You know, because then I transferred the money from when I bought a couple of things off the PlayStation Store, too. So, you know, after I get paid, I think it's next week, I'm going to start saving money for Christmas. All my brother's for Keegan's birthday and then Christmas. You know, which I'm probably not gonna do anything big for him for his birthday, because I'll just do, I'll do the bigger shit for Christmas. You know, so which then I'm gonna have to start saving money again after Christmas, because we're gonna be doing the name draw a few days before Keegan's birthday, so. So I had to fucking laugh. The lady, it was on the Sunday, after we were coming home from camping, that same day from coming home. Still never found the bike, which I'm on the side of I ain't gonna find the fucking thing. So at this point, whatever. But after we got done unloading the camper, because we took all the shit that's in a freeze out, all your cleaners and whatever, all your cleaners and disinfectants, drained the water lines and a water heater, so there's no water in the lines that, in the system at all, because that shit will freeze, and all of a sudden because they use PEX tubing, instead of copper, which copper, is going to be a little bit fucking better. In my opinion, PEX is nice too if it's done right, but I just like copper better, because it's you can run it a little bit neater than you can PEX. But if you let that the water in in the system of the camper, it's when we get down below freezing, it's obviously gonna fucking freeze, and then when water freezes, it expands. It's gonna crack all the plumbing and break all the plumbing, and then when we hook water up to it in spring when the season starts, we're gonna have fucking leaks everywhere. So that's why we have to fucking winterize the camper. So Mom and Dad, I think are going to do that today. it's going to get done tomorrow at the latest. I don't know what's going on. We went to Walmart or Menards to get it yesterday. Then we went to Fleet Farm to get dog food. So I got some more T-shirts. So that's why I blew almost $111 fucking dollars yesterday. But whatever. You know, I wanted more Carhartt T-shirts today. Which, matter of fact, I'm wearing a new Carhartt T-shirt. I just can't see it because I'm wearing my flannel and sweatshirt. So the lady that, I think I told you about it in that vlog after I talked to her. Because she seen I was here, she's like, hey, excuse me. I was like, yeah, what's up? You know, I was being polite. She's like, can I bum a cigarette off you? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not a smoker. You know, so I don't have cigarettes. You know, she walked away. She was like, all right, thank you. And she walked away. I was like, what in the fuck makes you think that I'm a smoker? You know, I said it loud enough that she could hear me. Oh, got the bikes washed. You know, so those are all clean now. Waxed again. This one's waxed again. I got Dad's bike wax. I washed both bikes on Tuesday, so. And I was like, you know, she walked away, and I was like, well, what in the fuck makes me look like I'm a smoker? You know, why or how do I look like a fucking smoker? So, you know, I think it was Amber this or Autumn, I forget, because she ended up coming into work. I think it was Monday or Wednesday, I forget. It was either Monday or Wednesday, because I had Tuesday off. You know, after Sunday, I'm talking. And I was I think it was Amber. Because I told Amber, I said, hey, this lady that's sitting in lobby right here, she's like, yeah. Fucking asked me if I had a cigarette, you know, if she could bum one if I had one. I said, you know, I told her I don't, you know, I'm sorry, I don't smoke. You know, because I'm not looking to fucking be dead by, you know, because cigarettes will cause health issues down the road. You know, cancer is the big thing. You know, and I was like, I don't want to be dead by the time I'm fucking 80. So, she's like, you can't tell that you're not a smoker. I said, dude, there's a fucking reason. You know, you can. You know, you can't smell it. Don't see me doing it ever. So, but anyway, guys, I'm pushing 13 minutes. So, only also because I fucking didn't vlog yesterday. So I figured I'd do a little bit of a longer video today. So, but anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.